The U.S. has endured mass shootings at schools before, but the Sandy Hook tragedy provoked a new debate over school safety. You had people calling for bulletproof backpacks, bulletproof whiteboards, armed guards. Meanwhile, the U.S. government updated its guidelines for schools dealing with an active shooter. Notice "run" here. That's a new recommendation, instead of just staying in place. All of this can begin with just one word: lockdown.
A traditional lockdown is you lock the door, you get out of sight, and you sort of wait and hope for the best. Because a lot of times that's really all that comes across the PA is lockdown, lockdown.
Once upon a time, the term lockdown was associated with prisons. But you can see here the word has become increasingly part of the culture. There isn't an official database of every lockdown in America, but based on news reports, the BBC counted at least 130 lockdowns in schools and colleges over the past month. Lockdowns happen for all sorts of reasons. In fact, 62% were in response to situations unrelated to an actual school. Maybe there was a bank robbery or police chase nearby, and schools were just taking precautions. But when you're in the building, it may be tough to know at the time.
It's very easy for people to get panicky very quickly. And if all I communicate to people is we're going into a lockdown, their responses can run the whole gamut of I might die today to, well, it's probably not that big of a deal. The problem is inconsistency. And there's inconsistency in application, there's inconsistency in the way that people are approaching these things.
The chance of a child being killed in a homicide at school remains extremely, extremely rare. But 24-hour news and social media mean any lockdown gets treated at first as the next potential mass shooting. Whether schools are overreacting or just better prepared, the very definition of a lockdown will continue to evolve. David Botti, BBC News, Washington.